Um, Speeding? Okay.
Thank you again for tuning in, turning on your laptop or your television, wherever you're watching. Right now, what you're about to see is a conversation between me and Melisa Sahin, who is someone who I spend time with at Toronto Film School. Melissa is an example of the kind of women that I love and adore who have made such a huge impact in my life. I think Melissa, like many women, straddle that line between following the confines of what it means to be a woman in this male-dominated society and industry, but yet she has ambition and fire that I think a lot of people would find intimidating. Melissa's amazing, Melissa's inspiring, and so I hope that by the end of it, you get to feel that exact same fire I felt within her since the first day I met her. And so, this is me in conversation with Melissa. Okay, so you and I know each other for a while now.
Yeah,
Thanks to the Toronto Film School.
that's right.
And so I wanted to know, where did it all start for you? How did you get to be in the film industry?
Well, it started with my interest in arts, even when I was a kid, and the reason for that is basically my sister was great at everything, science, chess, and everything. So like I just couldn't compete anymore. I had to be realized in the house somehow. So I just started making like little sculptures out of toilet papers. So that's where it started. And then in Turkey, I went to university and studied media and visual arts, where I realized that my true passion was film and telling stories to people.
I think when I look back at the time that I spent with you at TFS, I remember how you were not only ambitious, but driven at the exact same time. And I think it's a quality in you that I really admire so much. And it's something that every woman in my life that I felt such a connection to, they have those qualities, that ambition, that drive, and discipline to achieve what they want. And so I want to know, where did that come from?
I thought the answer was like my desire for perfection, like my desperate desire. But recently I realized that it's actually more because I'm just trying to explore my limits, and I know the sooner that I do that, the sooner I can get to make movies that I really know is me, and I can put it out there. So that's why I'm so like ambitious and driven to like make things and create things, so that like I can see where my boundaries are, where I want to go, and just explore myself.
Yeah. I also think that kids learn, like they see what it means to be ambitious, to be driven. They see those examples. Mm-hmm. And so within your family structure, or maybe outside of your family structure, what were the examples? Who were the people that were demonstrations of discipline, ambition, success, or that seeking for perfection?
I would say definitely my father. He's a businessman. He built his business from like nothing, and he's very successful, and he always supported me. So like I feel like a lot of my confidence actually comes from him, and him believing in me, whatever I do. That is a huge, huge support for me. Even when he decided to give me like funds for my first short film and for my second short film, which is like, I mean, it's amazing to feel supported that way, and he is really disciplined and ambitious, so I do take him as an example.
Is there a sort of pressure that comes with having a father who is successful and also a sibling who, in the early stage of your life, was deemed as successful?
I feel like I'm in therapy, but yes. I mean,
I'll charge you later.
okay. What was the question?
I mean, yeah, like you know what? You get those stories of kids who they have siblings or parents
Yeah.
who are super successful, and they feel this intense pressure that they need to live up to it, especially in the same industry. But then you're not in the same industry as your father.
Yes, but the pressure is really, really on in the sense that he gave me like a lot of opportunities, right? He supported like my education and everything. So at some point, obviously, I have to show him that it was not all for nothing.
Yeah.
Not that he would ask for it, but you just wanna, you just wanna make them proud, right?
Yeah.
But I guess like the real pressure comes in with finances, because in the business that we are in, it's
Yeah.
not so easy to get somewhere and like financially secure.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you're getting a paycheck every month, right?
Yeah.
So that was one of the first things that really made me nervous about it. But every now and then we talk about it, and he says, I really believe in you and you're gonna get there, and I'm here for you. So that's really all I need.
Yeah. Also, I was really curious with you because you've got a fine art background, and I know your sister's also creative as well too. I want to know what is your inspiration? Where does it come from?
It comes from a lot of places. For example, my second short film, Thirsty Anything, my inspiration, it came from children's books, and that was the style that I was going for. And I do love children's books, and I always read them, like even as an adult. But for example, for my first short film, Alto, it was the sociology classes that I took back in Turkey about women's studies and gender studies. So yeah, it can come from a lot of different spaces, but like I guess like literature is really, really big in my inspiration space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you brought up Alto, right? I have an issue. I have not had a private screening of Alto at all, which is offensive. So let's just start off with what is Alto about?
Okay, you're right. You will have a screening really soon.
Yes. I expect food.
Sure. We'll make something vegan. So Alto is my first short film that I did in film school when I was in third term, and it is about a young mother struggling with motherhood and whatever comes with it, the responsibilities, the weight that it brings on our shoulders.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break because my sexy sound operator needs to rest his arms. So, we'll be right back.
Is that real or is it real?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's real.
Oh, Blair, what happened?
Can you slide in a compliment about my beauty?
Guys,
don't do that.
guys.
Is there something you're trying to, through these characters, is there something you're trying to say about what it means to be a woman? What does the future look like for you, being an award winner?